Hi. Okay, welcome back to tutorial 2. So at this point we're going to start a cross section. I think for people that are just starting out it'll help a lot. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a block. Use B for the block command. We'll just call it floor plan. Something like that. Pick a point, doesn't matter. How about this outside corner? Select objects. We'll take all of these objects. Okay, we'll just rotate it in the drawing. We're not going to convert it to a block or delete it. Okay, now we're going to insert. I for insert, and we're going to go find floor plan. You can see there's lots of blocks already in this drawing. So A, B, C, H, I, E, where's F, L, P, L, N. Okay, floor plan, and we're just going to put it in anywhere we want. Okay, over in this area I'll probably draw my elevations, and so below that I'll probably do a cross section. So somewhere in line here. Okay, so this is a block, it's a complete unit. I'm just going to start taking construction lines off it, so X line, XL. I'm going to pull one off of that point. This is going to be vertical. I don't think it's going to let me do that. Let's do it again. Let's do XL and then vertical. And then pick that point. I'm just going to zoom in a little closer here so I know I got it. And that one, and that one. Okay. I'm just going to draw a line across here anywhere. Make sure F8's turned on, ortho's turned on, and I'm going to say that that's my ground. Okay. I always want my concrete foundation 8 inches above the ground minimum, so I'm going to go offset 8. Okay, so that's going to be the top of my concrete. I need, sitting on top of this concrete, I've already established that I want 10 inches of floor, so offset 10 inches. Okay, now I'm sure we talked about it with this fellow. I'm not sure that I wrote it down, but I believe he wants 8 feet as a normal height on the main floor. And so offset 8 feet. If he doesn't, we can change it later. Again, it's something to ask him next time. Okay, so we've offset, that's the top of our main floor walls. Now we can go the other direction. We know where the top of concrete is. Okay, and we know that he wants a 10-foot high ceiling. Okay, so we can offset 10 feet. Okay, and we'll pick this line right here, which is, again, that line was our grade. This is our top of concrete, and so what we've just established will be top of the concrete slab. So we can do that. We can offset 4 inches. This will, whoops, I don't know where that came from. Offset 4. That'll be the thickness of our concrete slab. Okay, so we're just kind of getting everything set up here. So I'm going to trim, and I'm just going to pick everything, and I'm going to get rid of that and that. I'm going to use a fence to get rid of those, and another fence to get rid of those, and maybe one more to get rid of those. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. We'll just go back through it here. Okay, so this area in here is my, let's do dimensions here. DIM vertical. Okay, and we'll start there. And what was that? Oh, that was my grade. Okay, so there's 10 feet. Okay, and we'll put in some text, DT, and we'll just start it right here. Rotation is 0, enter text. So this is top, whoops, let's do capitals, top of concrete. Oops. Okay, let's do it again. We'll start it here and angle 0, top of concrete. Okay. I'm just going to pull up properties, PR props. Okay, so we have this little thing, and now when I click on this text, I can see the properties, and I can see that it's 6 inches high. I'm just going to make it 4 inches high. We don't need it that high. Okay, and I'm going to move. Okay, I have ortho on from the last thing, so I'm just going to turn it off. And just so that I know, that's top of concrete. I'm just going to copy that text, and I'm just going to ortho on, move it down about here, and I'm going to edit it. And the first thing I'm going to do is put a thing in there, and then this is not concrete, this is top of slab. Okay, and then I'm just going to edit this one. Okay, top of concrete. Okay, so there is the concrete walls. They're 8 inches thick. Actually, because they're 10 feet high, they may be 10 inches, but that again is up to the engineer and how much rebar he ends up putting into it. For now, we're just going to leave it at 8, so offset 8. Okay, so I'm going to just trim. Okay, so this line right here, we figured was grade. Right, that's going to be his finished dirt level at the front of the house, 8 inches below the top of the concrete. Okay, so this is my floor. Okay, so we can go DIM, we can go continued. We are starting from there, and so there, and go enter. DIM, continued, and select dimension. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, 10 inches, sorry, not 0. Okay, let's just move that so I can see it. Okay, so that's our floor. Okay, so we can copy. Okay, and we can put that, and we can change it to top of floor. Okay. Okay, now let's take another dimension. DIM, continued. Okay, I'm just going to select this time that one to that one. Okay, so that's top of wall. Okay, we'll move this one up to here, and we edit it to say top of. Okay. Okay, so you can start to see, now we talked about the 6 inches wall, 6 inch walls. Okay, so if you offset 6 inches, okay, and you trim. Okay, so there's the wall, 6 inches thick on the top. Here's floor. Here is my concrete. Of course, underneath this concrete, to distribute the weight, you would have a concrete footing, and they pour it first. And typically, it's 8 inches thick. Okay, or 8 inches thick, yeah, but 16 inches in width. And then it runs continuously underneath these walls. And so if it's 18 inches minus 8, leaves you 10 divided in half is 5, so offset 5 inches, okay, from there to there and there to there, and we just said it was 8 inches thick, and so offset 8 inches, okay, and just join these guys up. I'm just going to fillet that to that, and that to that, okay, and I'm going to trim that to that, and I second fillet. Okay, and I'm going to trim that to that. Okay, so that's how this all works. So I have a footing, and we'll actually, when we finish off this cross section, we'll show 2 rows of rebar. Again, the engineer is going to change all of this. He's going to make his own drawing, but we're showing 10 feet to the bottom here. We're showing 18-inch wide by 8 inches thick footing running around the whole building. Again, we'll show that fact, the continuous footing, in the foundation plan. Okay, we're showing the dirt. Okay, we're showing 8 inches below the top of concrete is where our grade is. Okay, and then we're showing the wall itself. Okay, now we can, this line right here goes from side to side, so I can erase that one, and I can just mirror all of this that we've drawn here. Okay, right in the center there, enter. Okay, so really there's the 2 sides of the building. Okay, so we've used this drawing. What we've done is we've done a cross section, or which it looks sort of like an elevation. Okay, so here are our stairs, and so we can do an X line vertical just to the edge of those stairs. Okay, so that's 30 or 42 inches. Okay, if we zoom in here. Okay, so what I'm doing is going to do a cross section right through these stairs. Okay, so pretty much where my crosshairs are, we're just going to show all of these stairs going down. We're going to establish headroom on them. Okay, so zoom. Now we know, let's just take this line, we're going to trim it, okay, to the top, okay, of the floor where we're going to end up with these stairs, and we're going to trim top of the concrete slab where we're going to start these stairs. Okay, we know that we've got 4 risers down to a landing, and then we've got a riser in the middle of the landing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another one, and then we continue down. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, we know that in total we have 18 risers. Okay, so I'm going to divide this line, this total height, into the number of segments. Well, 18. Okay, so there it is. Now, we did the calculation on a calculator. Let's just check it here. So the distance from, oh, I don't have my O-snap set up. I'm just going to go apostrophe OS for O-snaps, and I'm going to set up on node. Okay, now the distance from that node to that node, 7 1/4 inches. Okay, we figured 7.22. Well, Autocad is saying that the way we're set up, it's 7 1/4 inches is what you're going to divide these by. Okay, so you got 18 times. So we're just going to draw X lines, and this time we're going to draw horizontal, and we're just going to pick on these nodes. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now I could have arrayed that line, 18 times. Okay, this line here that does grade, I'm just going to chop it off. Trim from there to there, and I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, it's just confusing me as I'm here. Okay, now we've also got in our the height for the stairs. I'm going to just trim that, or the height of the floor, sorry, the bottom of the floor. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to trim. Okay, this step, that's Okay, so there's one riser, two risers, three risers, okay, four. So that's the top of our landing right there. Okay, so I can get rid of that, and that, and that. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of those dividing nodes. Remember when we divided and I ended up with all those nodes? Well, they're a little bit in my way right now, so I'm just going to erase them. And I'm going to use a crossing, or I'm going to use a rectangle like that to select them. Okay, I lost my line. Well, let's undo. Okay, let's erase, only this time we won't go right to the top of the line. Just like that. Okay. So again, we've got four risers, 1, 2, 3, 4, top of landing. Okay, this one's a dividing riser, and then this one is where we carry on with the stairs. Okay, so I'm going to trim this. Okay, don't let me get lost here. Okay. Okay, so now this is our first riser down in the other direction. Okay, so let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to the top of the landing. Okay, middle of the landing, bottom of the landing. This is our first one away. So trim. I'm just going to use the F for fence. Okay, and then I'm going to trim these guys. I'm going to leave these too long. I don't know why. Okay, well let's trim them. Okay, I'm going to draw a line. Okay, from there to there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, half, landing, take a step down to the next one. Okay, so offset 10 inches because we know that our run is 10 inches, and just keep going with it a few times. Or you could array, right? You can array as many times as you think is necessary, but by the time I get through the array command, I pretty much have it done. Okay, so then I'm going to just fillet. I'm just going to clean these up. Okay, my first one. Okay, just do each step. Okay, so fillet. Now, you can download little programs to do this for you, but in this particular case, I want to show everybody how we get 18 equal risers. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's just fillet this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more to get to that half. Okay, and then one more to get to the full. So in actual fact, that can probably go like that. Okay, or not. However you figure you're gonna remember this. So 4 down, 2 on the landing. Okay, and then 1 down here. Okay, now something's wrong. Let's do this. If we put our crosshairs, yeah, it's wrong. Okay, you see how at the top of the crosshairs, when we calculated it this way, we came up to this point, and here we're 1 step short. So I did blow it. Okay, all of this has to move up 1. Zoom. Okay, so I'm just going to move all of these items, okay, up 1, and I'm going to fillet that to that. I can probably get rid of that. Okay, so that makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then you go down. Okay, so here we're going to offset this distance, a rise. Okay, we're going to do that one. Okay, and then what are we going to do? I guess we can fillet that. Okay, we can offset 10 inches. Okay, and we can fillet these guys. Alright, now when I put my crosshairs, you know, and I line up there, I come out perfectly. Okay, so that's how it works. Now the reason that we are doing that is the code says that we need 6'10" headroom. So, you know, an average man is 6 feet tall. He bounces when he's going down the stairs. It used to be 6'8", but they've changed it to 6'10". So as you're climbing up these stairs, where are you going to hit your head on the opening? So if we can just take a distance, and let's go from the end of this to there. And why? Oh, because we were automatically saving. Let's try it again. Distance. Okay, let's try from here to here. 7 feet. Okay, so that makes it. Distance from there to there. Distance from there to there. 6'4". Okay, so it's this one. 7 feet. That's where we can put this opening. Okay, so let's go line. Okay, from there to there, and then distance, just to make sure that that was the right one. 6'4". Okay, move it down one. Okay, there we go. Now distance 7 feet. Perfect. We've got our 6'10". We've got plus 6'10", right? Now we can just take a line, and well, we don't really want to do that. Let's go this way. Let's take a distance from this point right here to the outside of the house. 10'8". Okay. Let's go back to our house, remembering that that is just a block, just a picture that we were taking reference points for, and we can get rid of now. Okay, now let's go offset 10'8". Okay, from the outside of the house. Okay, right there. That's where the edge of our opening is. We can offset 4 inches. Okay, offset 4 inches, and offset 4 inches. Okay, I'm just going to draw a little line here to connect these 2 points. I'm going to fillet that to that, that to that. Now, I'm going to fillet that to that. There we go. And then fillet, well, we're screwed anyway we do it, so we might as well just fillet like that to that. Okay, this little line. Okay, and then I'm just going to extend it into here. Or the stairs that we don't really see from this view. Okay. Okay, those are underneath. We can actually select them, come over here to our layers, and put them on a hidden layer. Okay, so the things that are on layer 0 are walls that we can see when we're looking down a floor plan, and the red will be things that they're there, we've accounted for them. Okay, we also know that our head height, we've established where that is, 10'8". Okay, and again, we can do it here just, you know, as a reference point. I believe it was from this one. Okay, so distance again, 7 feet. Okay, we can extend that up. We can trim it off. Okay, now when we're doing a cross section, we would turn that into a hidden line. Okay. How do we build these walls? Well, we're going to get into the Autocad Design Center, ADC. Okay, we are going to go find in tutorial package, basic drawing, tutorial A1, tutorial A2. Okay, so this is the basic blocks drawing, okay, that I gave you in that tutorial package. Oh shoot, yeah. When I'm making a video, I can't double click on things, and I tend to get lost because it doesn't seem to work. How about, I know what I'll do. I'll take it out of the video. Okay, now when I double click on it, there'll be blocks. Then I'll bring it back and I'll show you. Okay, so basically what I've done over here on the left hand side, this is just like any Windows Explorer. I found the drawing called Basic Blocks, and I double clicked on blocks, and it shows me the pictures of everything that's in here. Okay, and so I have representations of everything that all the component parts for building this house. So a 2x6 plate, I'm just going to bring one of those in. Okay, and we don't need a 2x4 plate at this point because I haven't drawn a wall, but a 2x10 on the edge, and let's just leave it at that for now. Okay, I'm going to put this over on my other screen, get it out of our way. Okay, I'm going to move this, and I'm just going to put it right there. Okay, I'll move it where it's supposed to be. Okay, so that's a plate. Okay, it's a 2x6. Will be one at the bottom of the wall. Okay, we'll copy this. Okay, we'll put it right there and copy it again. Okay, again, this is a cross section of the wall. So we have two plates at the top. Typically, you know, when they're building this long wall here, okay, which is the one that I'm showing the cross section of, they won't build it 58 feet long and try to stand it up. They'll build it in sections. Okay, maybe break it into 3 sections, depending on how much manpower they have. They will join the sections together with this, what we call locking plate at the very, very top. And of course, this is, they'll have the wall laying down on the floor, and they will apply the top plate, the bottom plate, the studs in between, lay out all their windows and doors and so on and so forth. Stand it up, okay, brace it in place, and then lock it all together, all the sections together with this locking plate at the top. Okay, so these studs that are in between here run from the bottom to there, to the top. They are less than 8 feet, obviously, for a 8-foot high wall. You know, 82 inches. Okay, we'll continue in the next tutorial. That's good for now. It's about a half hour. Take a break. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.